Good day to you. My name is Teacher Arvin, and I am very excited to bring you today's lesson. So, set your minds, ready your hearts, and brace yourselves, for we will take a journey to discover week 1 of effective communication. Rules and regulations show respect, be prepared, and on time stay focused and avoid distractions, follow directions, participate properly. Grading system written work, 25% activity notebook compilation, quizzes, summative tests. Grading system performance task, 50% 1. Integrative performance task 2. Recitation. Grading system quarterly assessment, 25% 1. Examination, 1st to 4th quarter. RSP remains standing policy. OP, English only policy. Effective communication prepared. Arvin R. Saliva, LPT Kalbayog City Division. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context. The teacher will show a series of pictures and ask the students how they would react to each image. Students will describe the emotions they would feel and explain how they would express those emotions through tone, facial expressions, and body language. Picture scenarios for emotion and tone exploration. 1. Winning the lotto. 2. No signal or no service. 3. Seeing your celebrity crush in public. 4. Getting scolded in front of the class. 5. Receiving a surprise birthday party. 6. Failing a major exam despite studying hard. 7. Watching a scary movie alone at night. Tone swap, teacher's instructions. 1. Prepare 3 to 5 simple sample lines on the board or slide. Examples. A. Nice to meet you. B. How are you? C. I didn't expect that. D. Thanks a lot. 2. Have students work in pairs. Each pair chooses one line and acts it out in 2 different ways using different tones or scenarios. For example, say nice to meet you as if you're meeting your best friend, then say it again to someone you don't like. After 2 to 3 minutes, ask for volunteers to present both versions. Processing questions. 1. Did the meaning change even though the words stayed the same? 2. How did body language and facial expression help convey the tone? 3. Why is this important in skit performances or real-life conversations? Watch the short video of an interview carefully. Pay close attention to how each person behaves during the conversation. Focus on their greeting style, tone of voice, body language, and word choice. After watching, answer the questions that will help you reflect on how people communicate in interviews. Processing questions. 1. What did you notice about how they spoke in each part of the video? 2. Do you think the language used was appropriate for the situation? Why or why not? 3. Based on the way they introduced themselves, who do you think would be hired? Why? 4. What green flags did you observe from the successful interviewee? Examples: eye contact, confident tone, professional language, processing questions. 5. What red flags did you observe from the unsuccessful interviewee? Examples: slouching, casual slang, lack of preparation. 6. If you were the interviewer, what qualities would make you say yes to hiring someone? 7. How can you apply these green flags in your own future interviews or professional interactions? Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context, personal language, interpersonal language, tone in language, personal context, interpersonal context. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context. Personal language is a form of expression focused on the speaker's inner world, emotions, experiences, opinions, and thoughts. It is typically subjective, informal, and reflective. Key features: 1.1 uses first-person pronouns I, me, my. 1.2 often written or spoken in a way that shows self-reflection or personal insight. 1.3 usually found in journals, autobiographies, blogs, or personal speeches. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context. 2. Interpersonal language is used in social interaction. It allows individuals to communicate effectively with others for various purposes: building relationships, completing tasks, asking for help, or giving directions. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context. 2. Interpersonal language key features includes greetings, polite expressions, questions, requests, and feedback. May be formal with superiors or in professional settings, or informal with friends or classmates. Used to cooperate, negotiate, or collaborate. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context. 2. Interpersonal language example: could you help me understand this part of the lesson? Typical situations: group projects, asking questions during a meeting, everyday interactions like ordering food or giving directions. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context. 3. Tone in language refers to the attitude or emotion expressed by the speaker or writer. It can change the meaning and impact of a message depending on how it's delivered. Key features determined by word choice, pitch, volume, and context. Influenced by the relationship between the speaker and the listener as well as the purpose of the message. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 3. Tone in language types of tone, formal tone example, I would like to express my gratitude for your assistance. Context, business letters, professional emails, official speeches. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 3. Tone in language types of tone. 2. Informal tone example, hey, thanks for helping me out. Context, casual conversations, messages with friends. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 3. Tone in language types of tone. 3. Friendly tone example, I'm so happy to see you. Have you been? Context, social gatherings, reunions. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 3. Tone in language types of tone. 4. Serious tone example, this is a critical issue that requires immediate attention. Context, announcements, warnings, workplace discussions. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 3. Tone in language importance. Tone influences how messages are received. A friendly tone can build rapport, while a serious or formal tone can command respect or urgency. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 4. Personal context refers to communication based on an individual's personal life, feelings, or experiences. It is informal, emotional, and often used in close relationships. Key features: uses informal language, often subjective and emotional, encourages open expression without concern for strict rules or formality. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 4. Personal context, typical situations, talking with family members or friends, expressing your feelings during a one-on-one conversation, posting personal thoughts on social media. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 5. Interpersonal context refers to communication between people in more formal or structured situations, often requiring respectful tone, clear intentions, and emotional awareness. Key features: used in both professional and personal but respectful settings, polite and structured, balances emotional tone with clear communication. Language and tones, personal and interpersonal context 5. Interpersonal context, typical situations, talking with teachers, co-workers, or supervisors, conflict resolution discussions, polite requests, or professional conversations. The teacher asks the students to reflect on their learning using the alpha and delta strategy. Students are told that alpha refers to the things they learned or understood well from the lesson or discussion. Delta refers to the things they feel they need to improve or want to understand better. The teacher then gives the students a moment to think about their alpha and delta before inviting some volunteers to share their responses. Students may also choose to write down their reflections. Option 1. Activity. On hot seat teacher's instructions. 1. The teacher arranges the students in a circle. A small object, like a ball or something that can be passed around, is prepared, or a volunteer starts passing the hot potato. 2. The game begins with one student holding the hot potato. 3. This student introduces themselves using a specific format, e.g., "Hi, my name is name, and one interesting fact about me is fact." 4. After their introduction, they pass the hot potato to another student who must introduce themselves in a similar way. 5. Keep it short. Each introduction should take no longer than 15 seconds. Variation with participation. 6. Active involvement. While a student is introducing themselves, everyone else must listen and remember one key detail about the student's introduction. Once the introduction is complete, the listeners share one thing they remember about the student's introduction. This fosters active listening and empathy. 7. As the activity progresses, this guides students to vary the tone, language, and body language of their introductions based on different contexts. This prepares them for the skip performance where they will act out realistic communication scenarios. 8. Continue passing the hot potato around the group. Every student must introduce themselves, but in a way that is connected to the previous student's introduction. 9. Keep the energy up by making sure the introductions are fast-paced and lively.